There is a famous saying that says, if a person shows you who they are, believe them. I think in this case, if a political party shows you who they are, believe them and make the right decision. I mean, like, what do you mean that President Ramaphosa has appointed former Minister of Communications, Dina Pule, to be our new social development minister? Dina Pule has got so much history and scandal that I wouldn't have imagined that she will make her comeback to the cabinet. I mean, she was previously fired by the former president Jacob Zuma due to maladministration and corruption. She was found guilty of giving tenders to her a former romantic partner, and like there was just a lot. Like, how does she then make a comeback? President Ramaphosa is always talking about the new dawn, new era. Is this what he meant by recycling ministers who have controversial history? Take a listen to these interviews that were done 12
that
years
have
ago.
come up around yourself over the past few months, in fact, the past year, has been the issue of the ICT in Daba. Do you not think that it's a problem that these allegations continue, that you are so close to this gentleman, Maphosane Mcebisa, and that there's a conflict of interest, that he was part of the organizers of this ICT in Daba?
Thank you very much that you have asked that question, Justice, because it's very important that we set things very clear. You see, as a minister, I don't appoint service providers in the department. It's officials. But two, the officials appoint a service provider. If a service provider goes beyond outside the department and appoint other people, it's none of our business. It's none of my business, you know. So if they have done that and they have fought, or for whatever reason outside there, and then they start coming back and say it's me, it's very unfortunate. And of course, it's very unfortunate, Justice, because it took so long. And I think it's nonsense that people, when they have their problems out there, they would then turn around and come back and say it's the minister.
Did you or did you not know that this gentleman had a subcontract with Carol Bauer Productions?
No, I didn't know. It's not my business, Justice, to know who does what in the department. It's a responsibility of the officials.
But
I don't see it in the committees.
Is this gentleman romantically linked to you?
No, it's an allegation, Justice.
Are you prepared to say now that no, this gentleman is not linked to you?
No, it's not. Justice, I'm not willing to come here and talk about my friends and my my family here. But no.
The point I want to make,
Yes.
and I don't mean to, I don't think I'm interested really in your private life. However, if the minister is linked to this gentleman, there's a perception of
no,
a conflict.
Justice.
You have said there is no
Yes,
conflict of interest?
No, I am not linked, Justice.
The allegations, therefore, that he has gone on numerous trips, 19 to be exact with you, on overseas trips, on business trips which you were on. You don't think that is cause for concern for the public?
Of course, it may be a cause for concern for the public if it was true, but it's not true. And we're talking about an issue, Justice, here that is in the hands of the public protector. And I want to call for people, if they think that they have something, that they should take it to the authorities instead of throwing it in the papers and keep on alleging. I don't think it is fair that they keep on alleging when this matter, when there are authorities that can deal with this matter. As we speak here, Justice, it's in the hands of the public protector.
One of our viewers asks, is the ICT in Daba going to take place this year in light of all these problems?
Look, it's the decision of the officials in the department. They will advise the minister as to whether they want to continue or whether they don't want to continue. But I can tell you, Justice, here, as we sit here, that the Indaba was very successful. And I don't think that people must take those allegations that are coming later and rubbish the Indaba. Anybody who has watched the Indaba and anybody who has followed the Indaba, they would know that it was very successful. It was successful because we managed to bring so many people in the country. We managed to make sure that we discuss issues of broadband.
Job as minister, but Dina Pule is still a member of parliament. That's despite the Parliamentary Ethics Committee finding her guilty of giving her boyfriend, Maphosane Mcebisa, an inflated R6 million contract to organize the information communications technologies in Daba, while also taking him on numerous overseas trips on the department's bill. During the investigation, Pule denied all the allegations, leading the Ethics Committee to believe she willfully misled it. It's recommending she receive the toughest sanctions possible: a fine of 1 month's salary and a 15-day suspension. Only the ANC can fire Pule, and the ruling party won't comment as to whether it'll keep her on as an MP until the National Assembly has adopted the Ethics Committee's report. The Ethics Committee also found that 2 senior department officials also lied during the hearings and one is believed to be directly involved in the ICT scandal. The new communications minister is considering what steps to take on the matter. Meanwhile, MTN has suspended a top executive allegedly for receiving a backdoor incentive from Ngabisa for the R6 million sponsorship for the Ndaba. The cell phone provider wouldn't go into details, saying it's an internal process. Paula Charles, Parliament.